So, my fellow real estate people, let's talk a little bit here. Let's talk a little bit, and people are thinking about getting into business. Listen, there's no real estate company or brokerage or anything like that that's a one size fits all. But let me ask you this, particularly my seasoned veterans, right? I think that newer people into the business and people that have come from other companies and jobs get this more so than those of us that have been in the business forever. But I want you to really think about this. Okay, number one is when you are an independent contractor and we are working every day and helping families achieve their goals and doing all that those great things, what are we building for ourselves? When I say building for ourselves, is this: you work for Boeing, you work for Hertz, you work for, I mean, you can name a company, all right? And there are opportunities for 401ks, there are opportunities for investments, there's opportunities where you invest back into the company, get shares, things like that, and retire from. Have something built up, with your pensions and whatever else that you happen to get. Well, in this business, we don't have that, right? We have to develop our own pensions. We have to develop our own retirement programs. Most of us do it with the stock market and or buying real estate, flipping homes or investing in properties, whatever that case may be. Why would you not want to do that if you have an opportunity in the company that you work for? See, that's what attracted me to eXp initially. Everything else I've gotten was gravy. And I would encourage any of you that are looking or considering the eXp model, do not just look at the revenue share in the beginning. Although I will tell you, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. But what you should be looking at, in my opinion, is you should be looking at where you're already helping families. How can you maximize off of that? One of the easiest ways to maximize off of that is to get into the stock repurchase program and being able to buy shares and stock into the company. Because what do you do when you become a stockholder? You become an owner. You have some ownership in that company. You now have some say-so in that company. I know that there are other places and other companies that talk about that and have committees and councils and all other kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, what do you actually get from that company and from the effort that you put into it monetarily? I'm not talking about all the other good things that come from it. And there's some great things. Many of you know I was with Keller Williams for years and on their ALC for 9 years and a cultural icon for 2 years. All that good stuff, and it was wonderful. Great business building opportunities for me. But now I have this opportunity to actually receive some of the benefits directly. I would tell you to take a look at that. I'd also tell you, if you're running a team, what better can you give your team, your teammates, your ISAs, your buyer's agents? What if you're expanding across the country? What can you give them more important than anything? You can give them some ownership. And how do you give them some ownership? By allowing them to participate in the stock plan, to allow them to build some retirement, to allow them to actually get monies as well from when your team is closing transactions. As your team is closing transactions and everybody is winning, can you feel what that synergy is like? When everybody is winning, because the company is winning and you are actually part of the company. So excited. In June, I'm going to my first shareholders meeting. I've been invested in stocks a lot of years. I've never been to a shareholder meeting. I never felt like I had ownership. Just felt like I was buying some stock for a minute and hopefully it goes up, blah, 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 blah. I have ownership here. I have some say-so here. Then there's revenue share. That's for another video. But hey, for now, remember, no matter what you're going through in life, it's just a temporary condition because things change. And it truly is a great life. Remember, be good to you. And God bless.